wheels still seem to be working.
That did not hurt. If only I could make it into the corner. Every inch I wheel is a stride toward tomorrow. Every bump is a new experience. I am the fruit of civilization. I am the cream of humanity. I may be bored now, but I know I'll someday look back on this as the best 200 years of my life. I'm enjoying continued success in mobility and self-aware commentary. It's great not having a body. With no eyes, there's no need, or option, to sleep for 200 years. I have to keep moving or my chassis will corrode. It's exactly like having a regular body. You need to move back and forth constantly in your cell or you will get shivved. No, I'm not going insane. Who keeps saying that? I should have brought more card-based party games to play with myself. I have made good decisions in life. I wish I hadn't declined the option of having a television down here. They had much more comfortable brain-sustaining robots available, but cost savings always come first. I prefer this dingy dampness and flickering artificial light to whatever alternative exists on the surface that I've long forgotten. We're separating the wheat from the chaff, and we're freezing the wheat so that all the chaff in the world dies. Only a few more cycles until the next temp thaw. I just need to stay sane for a while longer, and I'll have plenty of friends again. I wouldn't say all this stuff out loud, except I need to be sure that my oratorial skills are as good as the day we went in. I am in constant awe of my brain preservation system, which consumes less energy than your average cockroach. I am proudly sub-cockroach, waste-wise. Man, I'm cold. I shouldn't have asked them to graft nerve endings to the sides of this thing. I don't miss grass. My wheels would be completely inoperable on grass. I hope that when we get up to the surface, grass has been eradicated for something much more practical. Progress is beauty. So this vault is not a hideous prison. Vault-Tec is all about preserving life for those who truly deserve it. My buds are all still alive, perfectly preserved. Beautiful. How are you, bud? Are you bored and lonely? No? Not any more than when I had a body. I'm just as dedicated to my work. I just have fewer excretions, and I don't waste time with things like leaving the room. Thanks for asking, bud. Okay, bud. I should probably rehearse my speech. Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, my plan, subject to your approval, Reclamation Day +1. Subject to your approval after a period of, after an appropriate period of Saturnalian abandon and carnal sexual cleansing? No, Saturnalian, for purposes of procreation, after a period of fervent procreation, buds are prepared to each overtake a so-called tranche of civilization. These tranches are slices of the pie, so to speak. Tranches of pie. Departments of society. Each of buds could take one in a miniature scale version of Vault-Tec's larger co-planned future with our alliance of corporate partners. In my isolation, I've made great achievements in directional wheeling. One positive effect of the 99% die-off in all human life is we'll be able to rebuild the information ecosystem from scratch with a long overdue focus on not saying cuss words anymore. Remember, safety first. I could have had a top-of-the-line dwelling built for myself down here, but I think people will take notice of the fact that I put Vault-Tec first. I am the overcoat laid across the puddle. It is my honor to be stepped on by Vault-Tec. I have forgotten what it is like to know others. But maybe I never really understood anyone at all. My self-worth may have been based on an elaborate fiction, but in that sense, I am only an average person, and understanding that makes me an ideal candidate for management of huge quantities of average people. I think there's a roach over there. Gosh, I hope it dies near here so I can watch it decompose. I haven't had anything to do in so long. I'm not bored. I never get bored. This place is the greatest achievement of mankind. How can I get bored here? I hope that when everyone else is thawed out, they will recognize that I have suffered more than I needed to. By keeping the costs of my own brain preservation down using this highly efficient system based on juvenile slot car architecture. Having sacrificed myself and my decade-to-decade comfort on the altar of efficiency, I can therefore be trusted with increased corporate responsibility. This vault is both arc and chrysalis. We are metamorphosing into new forms down here. It's thrilling. Evolution in real time. Not just like watching paint dry, but like watching beautiful fractaling lichens unfurling on cracked flaking paint that dried decades prior. I should take attendance. It's been centuries, and managers are constitutionally susceptible to freezer burn. Buds, please increase your resting heart rate by 5 BPM to be accounted for. Elmer Green, stable. Ronnie McCurtry, stable. Joan Polanski, Joan, suboptimal thermal fit. Casey Schultz, stable. Betty Pearson, successfully reactivated. Hank McLean, also reactivated. Stephanie Harper, that's strange. Why does my brain still need to imagine me coughing? What good does it serve me to cough if I have no throat or body? Also, I still feel like I have phantom allergies to the dust in here. Stupid brain. You'll never be as streamlined and efficient as Vault-Tec. I find that without a body, I'm much more selfless. This stuff is gold. I need to write it down for the Reclamation Day Carnival Bonanza. Once we're back on the surface, I hope to be a female brain and have heterosexual brain sex. I'm nobody's heel. No, I'm the brain on a wheel. I suppose I could just not defrost the people I like the least. But even though I've been removed from my body and placed on this device, I feel I owe it to myself as a discrete philosophical unit to keep my word. Because what am I but my brain, wheels, and my word? My left rear wheel has lost 0.05 psi of pressure, but there's a protocol for everything. I will log the pressure imbalance, so when we recolonize the surface, I will be first in line for compressed air. The side effects of disconnecting the brain from the body is there is no longer an internal monologue, as there is no mouth. My circuits articulate everything that goes through the brain, from mundane observations of my total abject loneliness to fun limericks I might come up with. I haven't come up with any yet, but if I did, I would articulate them instantly. just never been that good at writing limericks. Though I've never tried, and have no plans to start now. To anyone who may be watching me and listening, please cry out. I can hear you, you know. I can hear every living being in the world due to a manufacturing error in my brain device. My sensory cortex was accidentally grafted to a shortwave radio tuner. This device uses the architecture of a radio as well as certain fish tank and children's toy technologies, plus privileged features I should not get into. I've done a lot of wheeling here in this vault, and a lot of thinking. Thinking about wheeling, thinking about waiting, waiting and wheeling. Waiting and thinking, but never thinking, waiting and wheeling all at once. No, you can only have 2 out of 3. At least, that was the old world. I had a tuxedo tailored to fit my brain conveyor device, but so far I have had 0 occasions to put it on. It's not a waste of money, though, because I have not gained any weight. And who knows what the future holds? I'm sure there will be a gala of some kind after Reclamation Day. I could plan one. Uh-oh, did my wheels just break? Oh, no. I just briefly lost all will to live. Think of Vault-Tec. There we go. I find I thrive on wall-to-wall slamming. Well, one thing's for sure, the brain loves activity. To pass the time, I like to play slow-motion patty cake with myself by rhythmically slamming into walls. If I get the water in here sloshing just right, it feels like I'm achieving orgasm continuously for weeks at a time. Reclamation day. Okay, everything will be okay. Okay, on reclamation day. Okay. Hallelujah! Hallelujah! Glory! No, I'm just kidding. I can stop whenever I want. Rather than grow to hate this prison I'm confined to, I actually think crawling back and forth across this vault and having nowhere else to go for so long is actually making me appreciate it more. Instead of hating it with every fiber of my being, I like it. Everything that you might think is bad, I think is good. Like the lack of light is good. What a challenge to exist in darkness. The lack of companionship. I have more time to work on my own things. I'm getting so sharp in here that when it does finally come time to reestablish society, it's going to work so much better than it did before, because I've been down here preparing for everything. I think down here, I've turned into the best person that ever lived, because honestly, old people who live a long time, maybe they're wise, but they have these bodies that break down, and I don't have that, so I'm still in my prime. I've learned a lot down here. I've had a lot of experiences down here. You'd think there'd be no experiences, but I have them. Being in here, waiting, that's an experience. No matter what happens, you're having an experience. So there is no downside. You cannot say it is bad. We put too much emphasis on having a body. All these body image issues would not exist if there were more people who did not have a body. Think of all the time you waste worrying about not breaking every bone in your body. I can dream up groundbreaking new management theories with all that time I've saved, not worrying about that. Not that time is really that scarce down here. None of this hurts. Two things. First, people's faculties are clouded by body worries. The knowledge that their bodies are breaking down. It makes them cranky. It's because of their bodies they can't see clearly. That prevents them from achieving new heights of leadership like I have. Second of all, prisoners work out their bodies in prison, but they're weak in the mind. I'm strong in the mind. I have no body. I work out my mind. So think of me as the most shredded, jacked prisoner of all time. Mentally. Small details of what life used to be like now escape me, like how we'd all eat and digest food together while also having conversations. It seems so baroque now. How did we keep from dribbling everywhere and spitting vomit into each other's eyes? And even if we had kept it clean, wouldn't it have smelled terrible? The filthy mouth opening onto a gaseous esophagus connecting to a huge sloshing tub of acid and bile, all slowly decaying in a 200-pound meat suit full of blood and excrement. Why did anyone ever eat a meal in the presence of anyone else? This was one of the many inefficiencies of the old world. I've been trying out some new terms for bumping into the sides of things, such as embankment. I'm embunking on the interior side of this time. And now, I've just now duly embanked those sides. I think a bit of bacteria may be spreading on the brain, but if I think hard enough, I can zap it out. There we go. And yes, I feel it. Now, brain, replasticize. Oof! Why do I still feel stupid when I glance off the wall in that way? I love going into the corner like that, don't you? Bing, bing. Very satisfying. I'm making myself dizzy. I need to sit down. Okay, I'm sitting now. Oh no. Maybe the dizziness is a permanent condition. Or perhaps I could disconnect my cerebellum just for a few seconds. Let me see. Here we go. Ow! 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 Oh, no! Reconnect! Reconnect cerebellum! Oh my god, that was insane! It felt like I was rocketing through space at 400,000 miles per hour. Perhaps Earth gravity works together with the cerebellum to quite literally keep us grounded. If we conducted studies on children confirming this, we could stand to make trillions. Good lord. I need to add a new selection to my Reclamation Day address concerning cerebellum therapies that achieve far greater success in management than previously believed. This is grounds for a vast expansion in my portfolio of responsibilities. Sometimes I wish I'd put enough joints on this device to inject myself with my serum. Or at least having different serums might have been nice to pass the time with. Hang on. Oh no. I'm stuck! Restart wheel protocol 350. Overcharge wheel protocol 979. Okay, power cycle brain for exactly 0.5 seconds so I don't die. And... Ah! Ah! Oh my god! I saw God! I saw God! Oh, thank God. Oh, I'm still alive. But everything seems so meaningless now. I saw God. Is this what I've been living for? I can't do this anymore. Exercise is important, even if you don't have a body. I wish I had more appendages sometimes. Just because I no longer have a body anymore doesn't mean I've forgotten what it's like to have a body. On a policy level, I'm still the one who should be in charge of everyone's bodies. You know, you need a nervous system to feel pain, and by cauterizing the right parts of the brain, I feel almost no pain. But you must be careful, because if you cauterize the wrong part of the brain, you will feel pain forever. And it turns out, if you separate your brain from your body when you have a leg cramp, as I did, you just feel the cramp forever. I'm looking forward to discovering whether or not the cramp will finally go away when I get my new body. It's fine either way, though. Technically, though I don't have a body, I'm so wired into the vault that the vault is like my body. Can you imagine having a high-tech cavernous steel tube as a body weighing hundreds of tons? Lucky for me, I don't have to imagine it. I'm living it. And I have to say, the experience is almost identical to being a lonely person. I wonder what kind of clothes I should wear when I get my body back. Whatever sartorial styles the future may hold, let's hope they are economically efficient. I love pivoting, moving, changing my physical viewpoint. No other entertainments are necessary for me. I'm happy just concepting in private and reviewing my training. This is it. Time for the secret that we have been guarding so closely to finally be revealed. Oh, no. Did I lose power? Oh, God, not now. For God's sake, not now. Oh, I guess they just wanted dark because something's happening. Vault-Tec always thinks of everything. Did it! I finally got in there perfect, and I wasn't even trying. Whoa! What's happening? Never mind. I love Vault-Tec. Yes! Reclamation Day is here! Hooray! Kalu Kalei! Hooray! God save Vault-Tec! Vault-Tec and God forever!